What is sound design? As Richard Barsams and Dave Monahan state in Looking at Movies, An Introduction to Film, sound design is the art of creating sound for a film. We are going to be looking at 2001: A Space Odyssey, written and directed by Stanley Kubrick. As an article called Sound and Stanley Kubrick, 2001: A Space Odyssey states, 2001: A Space Odyssey is arguably the first film to use sound design in the way that we understand it today. The film radically redefined the way the audience and critics alike understood the interaction between images and music, and opened the door for the possibility that the whole soundscape, dialogue, effects, music, could do the same on a grander scale. Let's take a look at our first example of the amazing work of sound in this movie.
Stop, Dave. I'm afraid. I'm afraid, Dave. Dave, my mind is going. I can feel it. I can feel it. My mind is going. There is no question about it. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it. I'm afraid. Good afternoon, gentlemen. I am a HAL 9000 computer. I became operational at the HAL plant in Urbana, Illinois on the 12th of January, 1992. My instructor was Mr. Langley, and he taught me to sing a song. If you'd like to hear it, I can sing it for you.
Yes, I'd like to hear it, Hal. Sing it for me.
It's called Daisy. Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer too. I'm half crazy, all for the love of you.
In this scene, you can hear the change in how the computer's voice change in pace to show that he is turning off and being shut down. He is also not making sense in the words that he is using in that moment. The sound is used in a way that adds to the movie and makes more sense for the audience. Let's take a look at a second example from the movie 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Hello, Hal, do you read me? Do you read me, Hal?
Affirmative, Dave. I read you.
Open the pod bay doors, Hal.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
What's the problem?
I think you know what the problem is just as well as I do.
What are you talking about, Hal?
This mission is too important for me to allow you to jeopardize it.
I don't know what you're talking about, Hal.
I know that you and Frank were planning to disconnect me, and I'm afraid that's something I cannot allow to happen.
Where the hell did you get that idea, Hal?
Dave, Although you took very thorough precautions in the pod against my hearing you, I could see your lips move.
In this scene, you can hear the tension build between Dave and Hal. The way sound is used, you can hear the change in Dave's voice to concern and frustration that is growing. The monotone voice of Hal also works to create even more tension between them. Let's take a look at another piece of art written and directed by Stanley Kubrick called The Shining. Let's take a look at the use of sound in this movie. In this scene, the repetition of the character saying red rum builds tension to the audience. Another use of sound in this scene is the use of music that helps build tension of what is going to happen next. Both these movies left their mark on the film industry, in particular 2001: A Space Odyssey. The Lost Penguin states, the film duration is 149 minutes, yet only 40 of those are composed of dialogue, with the first line not being spoken until at least half an hour of the film has passed. For the rest of the film, the narrative is composed entirely of music, images, and nonverbal sounds. Almost all the dialogue takes place between three characters in the middle of the film, Dave, Frank, and Hal. But the dialogue that does not exist is rather memorable. It is the work of Stanley Kubrick that we can thank the amazing piece of art.